Learn English through stories. Intermediate English. The story of Gucci. From a London hotel worker to the founder of a global luxury brand, discover how Guccio Gucci built a name that defined Italian style and creativity. Improve your English through this story of family, determination, and rebirth that changed fashion forever. Don't just study English, live it through stories. Guccio's inspiration at the Savoy. In the grand city of London, a young man from Florence named Guccio Gucci worked at the famous Savoy Hotel. He carried the luxurious luggage of wealthy guests, admiring the fine leather and elegant designs. This experience sparked a brilliant idea, a dream to create beautiful leather goods of his own back home in Italy. The first Gucci workshop. In 1921, Guccio returned to his beloved Florence and opened a small shop. It wasn't just any shop. It was a place where fine leather was crafted into saddles and beautiful bags. He poured his heart into his work, and soon, the name Gucci became known for its exceptional quality and style throughout the city. A family legacy begins. Guccio's dream grew, and so did his family. His sons, Aldo, Vasco, and Rodolfo, joined the family business, learning the craft from their father. They worked side by side, helping to expand the Gucci name beyond Florence. The future seemed bright, a legacy built on leather and love, ready for the next generation. Aldo expands internationally. After Guccio passed away in 1953, his sons took the reins of the company. They were determined to carry on their father's legacy. Aldo, with his bold vision, led the charge to take Gucci international. He opened stores in London, Paris, and New York, turning their Florentine shop into a global symbol of luxury. Family rivalries emerge. As the company grew, so did the family. With the third generation came new ambitions and different ideas. The harmony that once held the family together began to fray. Disagreements whispered in the hallways grew into loud arguments, and the brothers and their sons started to compete for power within the empire their grandfather built. Maurizio's ambition for control. Guccio's grandson, Maurizio, was particularly ambitious. He dreamed of having full control of the Gucci brand. He believed he knew best how to lead the company into the future. This ambition put him on a collision course with his uncle Aldo, who had spent decades building the brand into what it was. The legal war begins. Maurizio decided to take drastic action. He began a long and bitter legal war against his uncle Aldo. He wanted to gain a controlling stake in the company, no matter the cost to his family. The battle moved from the boardroom to the courtroom, and the Gucci name was now associated with conflict as much as fashion. Aldo's betrayal by his son. The family feud took a shocking turn. In 1986, Aldo's own son, Paolo, felt he had been wronged by his father and the company. In an act of ultimate betrayal, he reported Aldo to the authorities for tax evasion. The family's private battles became a very public scandal, with devastating consequences for everyone involved. Aldo's fall from grace. The man who had made Gucci a household name around the world, Aldo Gucci, was found guilty. At an old age, he was sentenced to prison. The betrayal by his own son was a heavy blow, and the patriarch of the fashion empire suffered a public and humiliating fall from grace, a tragic chapter in the Gucci legacy. Maurizio takes control. With Aldo out of the way, Maurizio finally achieved his goal. He took control of Gucci, but his leadership was marked by extravagant spending and lavish parties. He poured money into luxurious offices and personal projects, ignoring the company's finances. The business that his family had built for decades began to crumble under his mismanagement. Luxury turns to excess. Maurizio's lavish lifestyle was unsustainable. His spending pushed the company to the brink of bankruptcy. The quality that Guccio had prized was declining, and the brand was losing its prestigious image. The dream that had started in a small Florentine shop was turning into a financial nightmare, and the family's legacy was in jeopardy. The dynasty loses Gucci. In 1993, the inevitable happened. Maurizio was forced to sell his remaining shares in the company to an investment firm called Investcorp. For the first time since 1921, there was no Gucci family member involved in the company. The dynasty lost control of its empire, a final, sad consequence of years of feuding. Maurizio's tragic murder. 2 years after losing the company, the story took a much darker turn. On a spring morning in March 1995, as Maurizio Gucci walked to his office in Milan, he was shot and killed by an unknown gunman. The fashion world was stunned. The family's tragic tale had now descended into a shocking and violent crime. A cold case mystery. For 2 long years, the police had no idea who was responsible for the murder. The case went cold, and it seemed the killer would never be found. The mystery deepened, fueling endless speculation in the newspapers. Who would want to kill the former head of the Gucci fashion house? The question hung heavy in the air. The Black Widow revealed. Then, an anonymous tip changed everything. The police were led to a surprising suspect: Maurizio's ex-wife, Patrizia Reggiani. The press had nicknamed her the Black Widow. Investigators began to unravel a plot born of jealousy and resentment, believing Patrizia had not accepted being cast out of the glamorous Gucci world after their divorce. Patrizia's trial and conviction. The trial was a media sensation. The prosecution argued that Patrizia, with the help of her psychic and a group of accomplices, had hired the hitman to kill her ex-husband. She was found guilty and sentenced to 29 years in prison. The scandalous final chapter of the Gucci family's involvement with the brand was now complete. Gucci's struggle for renewal. With the family gone and their tragic story in the headlines, the Gucci brand was in desperate need of a fresh start. The company had lost its way, its image tarnished by scandal and financial trouble. It needed a new creative vision to bring back the glamour and excitement that had once defined it. Tom Ford's bold vision. In 1994, a young American designer named Tom Ford was appointed as the new creative director. He brought a bold, daring vision to Gucci. He wanted to make the brand modern, provocative, and glamorous again. His energy and fresh ideas were exactly what the struggling fashion house needed to be reborn from the ashes. The Gucci revival. Tom Ford's collections were an immediate sensation. He introduced a sleek, modern aesthetic that was a complete departure from the past. Velvet hip huggers and satin shirts became iconic. His designs captured the spirit of the 1990s and made Gucci the most talked about and desirable brand in the world once again. Ford and De Solis' success. Tom Ford's creative genius was matched by the business skill of CEO Domenico De Sole. Together, they formed a powerful partnership. While Ford reinvented the look of Gucci, De Sole restructured the business, making smart decisions that led to an incredible financial turnaround. Sales soared, and Gucci became more profitable than ever before. Battle with LVMH. Gucci's incredible success attracted unwanted attention. The luxury conglomerate LVMH began buying up Gucci shares, attempting a hostile takeover. De Sole and Ford fought fiercely to keep their independence, leading to a dramatic bidding war for control of the company. The fashion world watched as another battle for Gucci's future began. Cheri rescues Gucci. To fend off LVMH, De Sole found a new partner. In 1999, the French conglomerate Pinot Printemps Redoute, now known as Cheri, acquired a majority stake in Gucci. This move saved the company from the takeover, but also brought in new owners with their own ideas about how the company should be run. Ford and De Sole depart. The new ownership led to new tensions. Tom Ford and Domenico De Sole, the duo who had saved Gucci, found themselves in a power struggle with the new bosses over creative control. Unable to reach an agreement, both men decided to leave the company in 2004, ending one of the most successful eras in fashion history. An enduring legacy. Though the founding family was long gone and its saviors had departed, the House of Gucci endured. New designers would continue to reinterpret its legacy, ensuring the brand that began with Guccio's dream of beautiful luggage would remain a global symbol of Italian luxury and style for generations to come. What about you? Guccio Gucci began with a single dream that changed the world of fashion. What dream are you working toward today? Every journey starts with vision, determination, and courage. Anyone can change the world, just as Gucci did. Share your dreams in the comments below. We would love to hear them and wish you success on your journey. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more fun English lessons.